Hello, this is Autobahn Power. I'm Bob and Jeremy's with us. We have a transmission, 6-speed manual out of an Acura NSX that we are rebuilding. I'm going to run you through it here. We're closing in on finished assembly and finishing the case. Our two main gear towers here, we've completely taken down the first and second gear main shaft. The second gear synchro and junction teeth on second gear were completely stripped off. So we have completely measured, inspected, and toleranced this shaft. We have a new second gear, we've got new first and second gear synchros, new slider, fork, new bearings on the shaft. The other main tower gear shaft is in good shape. We've completely checked all the tolerances and done a fine inspection on it, all the forks. The ring and pinion in this transmission, you can see the large ring gear here. The pinion's actually on the end of the first and second gear main shaft. You can possibly see it down there in the case. This gear is an oil pump. It's kind of unusual. Most transmission oil pumps, you cycle the oil externally to a cooler. This one actually recycles the oil internally in the transmission. The shafts are hollow, so everything is very finely lubricated. We've been running Redline's manual transmission lube in this system with the Auto Cermet, and everything really looked very, very good, with the exception of the missing teeth from the over-exuberant driver. We've also replaced the carrier bearings on the ring gear on both sides of the case, the carrier, the bearings and races. The red lubricant is a Redline assembly lube that we use. And Jeremy, run us through this shift linkage, how this all mates up and functions.
Okay, here I will demonstrate the actuation of the shift linkage. This lever is controlled by the right-left actuation of the shifter in the car. It transmits to this peg on this device called the change holder, and you can see this piece here moves right and left, which transmits to this peg and moves this device right and left. This peg rides in the shift forks here and determines which gears you're going to select. Now in our top case, we have another lever. This is controlled by the fore and aft motion of the shifter in the car. We have a roller detent on there, which helps you feel your gear, and that has this peg which transmits to this part of the change holder, which you can see here. Moving that moves this peg up and down, which in turn moves your shift fork up and down. So you can see once that has selected your proper shift fork, that motion will select your gear.
And then the side windows here, if you will, they're very robust. They keep that centrally located on the shaft so that it can only pick up one of the shifter arms at a time.
Thus, when you're selecting this gear, this will be in these other gears so that these can't move and lock up your transmission.
And in this case, this race is it's a new race with oil seal. That's the opposing side for the ring gear that we see here. It's a nice design. It's really a sweet shifting transmission.